My name isn't Fred. I have another name, which nobody uses now because it's forbidden. I tell myself it doesn't matter. Your name is like your telephone number, useful only to others. But what I tell myself is wrong. It does matter. As Fred remembers the day she and her family tried to escape across the border, she recalls the name she had then. In Gilead, a handmaid's name derives from the name of the man whom they serve, easily changeable and anonymous. Fred tries to downplay the loss of her name, but instead realizes the name holds more meaning than a simple telephone number through a simile. In taking away her name, Gilead stripped her of her identity. Can I be blamed for wanting a real body to put my arms around? Without it, I too am disembodied. Here, the narrator feels alienated from her body. Even when she tries to touch herself, she doesn't feel anything. She expresses this through a rhetorical question which represents her desperation for human contact. The bath is a requirement, but it is also a luxury. Merely to lift off the heavy white wings and the veil, merely to feel my own hair again, with my hands, is a luxury. My hair is long now, untrimmed. Hair must be long but covered, Aunt Lydia said. St. Paul said it's either that or close shave. She laughed, that held back neighing of hers, as if she told a joke. The repetition of the word luxury shows that she's not used to taking baths, and thus seeing her own nude body. In addition, her hair is a part of her identity, but she never gets to take care of it and appreciate it. She has absolutely no say on what she does with it, furthermore demonstrating her loss of identity.
I used to think of my body as an instrument of pleasure, or a means of transportation, or an implement for the accomplishment of my will. Now the flesh arranges itself differently. I'm a cloud, congealed around a central object, the shape of a pear, which is hard and more real than I am and glows red within its translucent wrapping. This quote opens with a simile comparing Offred's body to various objects, as if she was a tool that she could use at her own will. She comes to explain that now her body's only purpose is to carry a child. She says the womb is a central object of her body. This metaphor shows how living in an oppressive society like Gilead wears out on individuals' sense of identity. I wait, I compose myself. Myself is a thing. I must now compose as one composes a speech. What I must present is a made thing, not something born. In this passage, the narrator uses diction and syntax to express her loss of identity. By referring to herself as a thing she must compose, she is objectifying herself. She then compares this composure to composing a speech through a simile, furthermore dehumanizing herself. Finally, the narrator makes a direct allusion to Simone de Beauvoir's second sex, showing she knows that women have to abide by society's norms, which illustrates Offred's awareness of her loss of freedom and identity in the oppressive society.
But also I'm hungry. This is monstrous, but nevertheless it's true. Death makes me hungry. Maybe it's because I've been emptied, or maybe it's the body's way of seeing to it that I remain alive. Continue to repeat its bedrock prayer. I am still. I want to go to bed, make love, right now. I think of the word relish. I could eat a horse. Offred's connection with her body takes a significant turn when she has sex with Nick and after she had just seen someone die. Her human instinct reconnects with her and reinvigorates her. The abundance of I throughout this passage shows Offred's affirmative stance about her thoughts, and the repetition of I am emphasizes. The telegraphic sentences, but also I'm hungry and I want to go to bed, exclaim her human psyche and her human desires, sex and eating. Furthermore, after seeing a dead body, Offred gets reinvigorated physically and mentally. The diction of the word relish shows a new desire to explore and experience life to the fullest. Moreover, the hyperbole, I could eat a horse, highlights the fact of her desire to just act upon her human desires, as death is already around the corner. Faith is only a word, embroidered. Offred's hopes and desires ultimately disappear towards the end of the knot. The expression, faith is only a word, diminishes the meaning of faith, but also shows Offred's loss of faith and hope. In addition, the diction of the word embroidered represents faith as an imposed belief that Offred installs within herself. Whether this is my end or a new beginning, I have no way of knowing. I have given myself over into the hands of strangers because it can't be helped. And so I step up into the darkness within, or else the light. Offred's faith ultimately lays in the hands of the reader. However, we argue that Offred's faith is ultimately darkness. Offred herself is unsure if her faith is her end or new beginning. The expression, I have no way of knowing, confirms this statement. In addition, Offred's willingness to give herself over to a stranger is highly objective. The pronoun it objectifies Offred and diminishes her as a person, which in turn emphasizes objectivity. Furthermore, the final sentence gives an open interpretation of the ending of the novel. Despite this, the fact that Offred states, and so I step up into the darkness within, before, or else the light, shows that her gut feeling will most likely lean towards darkness.